Helen here with Eyes on the Game here, being joined by the one and only Mr. Iaquinta. Now, yesterday for the open workouts, you have a lot of fans here in Australia. Got a good reception. What did you think of it?
Yeah, no, I think it went great. It was, I figured it'd kind of be like that, and then it was a little more than I expected. The fans were really into it. Got a lot of cheers. A lot of people were asking for pictures and stuff. So it's always good when you come to a place as far. It's crazy that how this whole thing works. That we're halfway across the world and people still know about me and the sport, and they're fans of my fighting. Something that I put so much work into this game, and in Australia they're respecting it. So it's a really cool thing.
It's almost like you're halfway across the world, but you still feel like you're at home, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's the third time I'm coming to Australia. Every time the people make me feel at home, and I just have a good rapport with everybody. They're people that they work hard and they play hard, and I think that's something that I have in common with them for sure. So it's always good coming here.
Now, I was watching Embedded, and you said you're taking a trip to Maui after?
Gonna do, yeah. Well, hopefully as long as everything goes the way it should. I have one of my friends he teaches real estate seminars across the nation. Yeah, so it just worked out that there's gonna be one right after this. So hopefully everything works out. I can make it down there and progress on that end of things as well.
Like a celebration, first time there?
Yeah, it'll be my first time to Hawaii for sure. I always wanted to go, so this is like a little bit of work and fun.
After your last fight, though, you said you were training in general, right? And then you got the call for Dan Hooker. Was he the first one that was offered to you?
Yeah. So I was just training. It was he. I kind of think I offered them the fight. He said my name, and then I approached the UFC about the fight and said that I wanted to fight here, Marvel Arena, 65,000 people, in front of the great Australian fans. So I think that it all just came together. It came together. I was in shape, ready to go. The timing worked out. Early October, tough opponent. It's all good.
Well, what did you think of his win over James Vick?
Well, it was a great win. It was a great win over a tough opponent. So he definitely opened a lot of people's eyes, and I think that's what put him. We're the co-main event for a reason. There's a lot of great fighters on this card, but he's put on a lot of great performances in the lightweight division, and so have I. So I think that the people are really looking forward to this fight.
Now, Justin Gaethje, I know you guys were scheduled to fight in the past. He just fought Cowboy Cerrone. What did you think of that fight?
He looked good. He looked strong. He looked powerful in that fight. Cerrone, I don't know. I think he's had a lot of fights in a short amount of time. But no, Justin, he looked great in that fight.
When you are victorious on Sunday morning here,
I've done a bunch of interviews, and everyone keeps saying if you're victorious, and you said when you are victorious, and I love it.
Yeah, the positive attitude, right? And going into Maui. But would a Justin Gaethje fight still, interest you in the future?
Absolutely. I think that's a fight that's going to happen eventually. Right now, my focus is on Dan Hooker. He is a huge threat. He's got a lot of dangerous points to his game, but I've been taking them all into consideration, and I will be in this fight. But I plan on running right through him, and if Justin Gaethje's there after the fact, that's definitely a fight that I want to make happen.
And lastly, what did you think about Dustin Poirier's fight and performance against Khabib?
I thought that Khabib did what Khabib does, and I think Dustin, it looked like he was physically maybe ready, but more mentally, I don't know. What he was saying in between rounds, it didn't seem like he had visualized the fight going that way, which I think is something when you're fighting Khabib you probably should. But yeah, it was a Khabib fight. That's what he does. I think Khabib showed again he was in a little bit of adversity and small doses throughout the fight, but he pulled through everything with ease.